Now, if you're into scary stories, much like I am, you're probably very familiar with this sound. This is the sound that the fictional creature Siren Head makes. Now, this sound effect actually originally comes from this video here, which was taken on a very foggy, misty day or night. I can't even tell, it's so misty, in Chicago. And the video is titled Creepy Broken Tornado Siren in Chicago. The siren isn't actually broken, it's meant to sound like this. But this is the original video here, and where the Siren Head audio comes from, that classic Siren Head sound. So that is the original video that the Siren Head audio comes from, the sound that Siren Head makes. Now, how do you recreate this sound? How do you emulate this sound? How do you make it? Well, I think it's important to first understand what this sound is. Now, this is a Chicago air raid siren. I believe it was originally intended to be an air raid siren, but I think now they just use them as storm warnings or something. I don't know. I'm not a Chicago native. I've only been there a couple times. But this is a good example of what this siren is. It's called an alternate wail siren. Now, some sirens utilize alternating tones. They'll alternate between a high and a lower tone, like ee-oo, ee-oo, ee-oo. And then some sirens will just have one long drawn out tone that goes up in pitch and then down, like ooh. I'm sure you're very familiar with it. Even if you've somehow never heard a storm siren, you've definitely heard a police siren. Same idea. So this alternating wail siren kind of utilizes both of those functions, in that not only is it playing two alternate pitches, it's also going up and down in pitch. Now, this video here is a very good example of what I'm talking about. Now, that is pretty much exactly what siren you're hearing here in this Siren Head sound effect. Now, how do you remake it? Well, I've taken the liberty of doing just that. Now, this is my digital audio workstation, FL Studio. It's mainly for making music, but you can also use it for making audio drama, audio for, like narrations for videos. You can use it for a lot of things. So this is the original Siren Head sound effect here. I opened up the stock VST, the stock plugin mini synth, which I use a lot. You want to turn the modifier dial up to 50, and then turn the slide time up to 20. Now, this is how these knobs should be tweaked, and it should sound something like this. It should sound like a video game. Now, using this plugin, I drew in the piano roll MIDI notes, and these are alternating C and A notes, particularly C7 and A6, which just means it's in the 7th octave and the 6th octave. But the alternating wail siren starts by climbing in pitch, and then the alternating notes start, and it sounds like this. and so on. It continues for quite a while. You will go psycho if you listen to that for too long, but it basically sounds like an ice cream truck or a police car. It's kind of weird to say an ice cream truck or a police car because they're like super opposite things. One serves children ice cream and one serves justice to adult bad guys. So that's how you recreate the siren without the alternating wail effect. Now, to do the alternating wail, I bounced the audio out of FL Studio, which means I exported it as an audio file, and I dragged it back in to FL Studio. So now it's a consolidated audio file as opposed to a MIDI pattern. Now it sounds exactly the same. It's just an audio file instead of a MIDI pattern. And I apologize, it's probably super loud, but to turn this into Siren Head, we need some pitch automation. Now, to do that, you click on the audio file, stretch this, select stretch, put this to, I always put this to generic, in parentheses, bleeding. And then you want to turn this number up to 24. Then you create a pitch automation by selecting the span over which you want the pitch to change, and then right click on this pitch wheel and push create automation clip, and then you carry on from there, modifying the automation clip, which in this case has a curve of 0%. When the pitch is climbing in the beginning, it climbs from 10% to 50%, and then it climbs from 50% back down to 10% with a 5%, I don't know, slope, whatever. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry. I don't either. So, I just made the automation clip look something like this, and then that is going to give it its alternating wail effect, and it's going to now sound like this. And there you go, just like that, it already sounds a lot like Siren Head. Now, to make it sound even more like Siren Head, to go the extra step, I just threw on some effects. I put reverb, which makes it sound very far away and open. Then I put on some subtle delay so that it kind of the echo bounces around in your ears. And then I EQ'd it to kind of get out those irritating highs and kind of get some of the lows out. But this is what it sounds like now with all the effects on it, and it sounds pretty cool. It sounds pretty creepy, and it sounds just like Siren Head. Thank you for watching. I will upload this separately just in case you want to do anything with it. God bless, and you will see me in the next one.